featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Wednesday, the middle of the week, and boy, do we have a great show lined up today.
We sure do. All kinds of cool things happening. Going to be finding out a lot of neat things happening in the area and some really great programs as well. But first, the best news I've heard all week about it getting warmer. I can't wait. That's right, Zach. Let's hear it.
All right, good Wednesday afternoon. Now temperatures are in the 60s across the region. We're currently 61 degrees there in Johnsonville, Darlington, 63 in Florence, and 61 over there in North Myrtle Beach. Again, under the regime of high pressure, and that high now moving almost directly overhead. In fact, around the 2 o'clock hour, this high will begin to slide off the coastline, and that's going to first off initiate an east wind. By sunset, the wind coming out of the south. That is important because as we roll throughout our Thursday, we're going to notice a little bit more moisture surging on in the way of cloud cover. And at the same time, we're also going to notice a few isolated showers attempting to make their way to the Grand Strand. They won't, but it's also going to warm us up. So kind of a north wind turning east, turning south. Yeah, we were cold this morning, 30s and 40s. Now we're in the 60s for the rest of the day. In fact, you can see right here, 64 degrees by the 4 o'clock hour. We also are going to notice these temperatures really surge inland. Again, we were in the 30s this morning, but look, this trend already up into the 60s, 65 here at the 2 o'clock hour, 67 by 4 p.m., and then heading out to 66 by the 6 o'clock hour. There will be some locations around 70 to 72 earlier this morning, or later this afternoon, excuse me. Now, as we roll into our day Friday, that's our next storm system, an area of low pressure with it a cold front, surging moisture out of the south to the north. We'll notice screaming west to east winds in the low levels associated with a low level jet, and a little bit of wind shear when you factor in the upper level winds. That wind shear is actually going to help to initiate the lift that you need to condensate all of that rainfall out of the sky to the ground. So the fact that we've got enough wind shear and the fact we'll have enough lift means Friday could be a moderate to heavy rain day. How much rain are we talking? Well, there's growing confidence that there will be a swath of about an inch, and that's in this orange color. There is also some minor confidence in rainfall totals in excess of 2 inches. Right now I'm going around 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain area wide, and maybe a few isolated locations that may be above an inch and a half. Sea breeze showers and storms. Yes, sea breeze on Saturday and Sunday. We've got one minor system on Monday. Will linger at the coastline into Tuesday morning. We clear out after Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures in the 70s through late next week.
All right, a great show lined up, of course, starting today with our Hollywood Minute, followed by our video of the day.
And don't forget celebrity birthdays. You like to keep up with your celebrities, and when they're having birthdays, we'll tell you about it. Plus, today's guest, we're going to be talking about reverse mortgage again.
That's right.
And we're also going to be talking about a big event coming up in Florence.
That's right.
The Wine and Food
Wine and
Festival.
Food. I mean, what could be better? Also, talking about a reentry program happening with Georgetown County and a nonprofit that goes along with it. All that and more, but stick around first for your Hollywood Minute.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left.
There may not be many seats left for Avengers Endgame's opening weekend. Tickets went on sale Tuesday and broke early sales records at Fandango and Atom Tickets. Demand was so strong, would-be buyers were reporting website crashes at AMC, Atom, and Fandango. Avengers Endgame opens April 26th. Sales, sales, sales for Motley Crue. The rockers have scored their first top 10 album in more than a decade. The soundtrack for their biopic, The Dirt, debuted at number 10 on Billboard's 200 album chart. It features 15 Crew classics and 3 new recordings, including a cover of Madonna's Like a Virgin.
A weekend to tell your story. Write a script, gather your dream team, and produce a short film that has a huge impact.
It's time for this year's Easter Seals Disability Film Challenge. Over a single weekend, teams write, shoot, and edit short films which acknowledge disability. Each team includes at least one person with a physical or cognitive disability. The challenge begins Friday. The winners, who receive prizes including film equipment and meetings with industry leaders, are revealed at a ceremony at Sony Pictures Studios next month. More info at disabilityfilmchallenge.com. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, talking about our video of the day. A Kansas woman, listen to this. She went on a shopping spree at Payless Shoes, but she wasn't looking for her size. Addie Tritt took advantage of when shoes went on sale for $1 a pair last week at Payless in Hays, Kansas. She was on a mission. She wanted all shoes to be donated to the Nebraska flood victims.
Now, the negotiation for hours, they negotiated for the remaining 204 pairs left in the store, striking a deal at just $100. The shoes were delivered to Nebraska on Monday, and a local agricultural science program will distribute them to people in need. Now, that is what you call negotiating.
That's right. Well, and what a great cause. I mean, I love when people do that. Anything can happen. All right, talk about today. Today is Wednesday. It is April the 3rd, and it's don't go to work unless it's fun day. You see where he showed up, right?
And it's also World Party Day, so it's time to party all together, it looks like. Birthdays today, let's check it out. 1958, there he is, Alex Baldwin, 61 years old. Movies, of course, do you remember him in Beetlejuice? Yep. The Cooler, The Departed, Along Came Polly, and TV's 30 Rock.
All right, 1961, there he is, funny guy, Eddie Murphy, 58 years old, singer and actor, Beverly Hills Cops, Trading Places, Daddy Daycare, Dr. Dolittle, Dreamgirls, and the song Party All the Time.
Good song. All right, 1984, Chrissy Fitt. She's 35 years old. She's on TV General Hospital and the series The Sopranos. Movies, Teen Beach Movie, and Crossing Over.
All right, today in history, 1953 TV Guide, as we all love, was published for the first time.
And in 1965, Wooly Bully by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs was released.
All right.
All right, listen to this. Now, this is amazing. You find so many interesting things on the internet.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Nintendo has such a large cash reserve, it could lose $250 million every year, and would not go bankrupt until 2052.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. I'm talking about Nintendo. Boy, the people are buying those Nintendos.
I wish that was my bank account. Mercy.
Can you believe that?
Wow.
All right, that's from the Know It All department today, where you learn something every day.
That's right. Stick around. We'll be back. All right, setting yourself up for success in the kitchen this spring is as simple as having a well-stocked pantry ready for season and various festivities.
Now, here with her tips and tricks is chef and lifestyle expert Parker Wallace. Good morning, Parker.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk. What is on your list for a well-stocked pantry this spring?
Well, you know, for me, this season is all about family gatherings. It's about fresh tastes, new beginnings, and I've partnered with a few of my favorite brands to make sure that your kitchen has all of the essentials for this season's family meals and celebrations. So I've got to make the rack of lamb, the honey glazed ham, the roast chicken. Those are some of my spring favorites. And what better side than a fluffy, then a luscious and delicious serving of mashed potatoes to go with them. So that's why my pantry is always stocked with Idahoan mashed potatoes. They're real potatoes, real easy, delivering homemade taste on demand. They're made from 100% real Idaho potatoes and ready in just minutes. All you've got to do is add water for an amazing taste and texture. They've even earned the title of America's favorite mashed potatoes. So I've got the buttery home-style mashed potatoes here in front of me, but they're available in a variety of delicious flavors, blended with real cheeses, authentic seasonings. So you've got to stock up on the roasted garlic, the fort cheese, and the butter and herb.
Man,
all right, that sounds good, doesn't it? Wow.
Absolutely.
All right, what other, staples should the well-stocked pantry have?
Well, don't forget that your pantry actually stretches to the fridge and the freezer too. So keep key items there so it's easier to enjoy smart nutrition choices. And one of my favorite ways to start the day is with Too Good Greek low-fat yogurt by Danone North America, the leading maker of yogurt in the U.S. I am so proud to have partnered with Too Good, which is a total game changer in the yogurt aisle. Its unique, patent-pending, slow straining process removes most of the sugar from the milk used to make the yogurt. So as a result, it has 2 grams of total sugar per serving, which is about 85% less than average yogurts. It also has 12 grams of protein, 3 grams of carbs, and 80 calories per cup. It comes in 5 delicious creamy flavors, including vanilla, mixed berry, peach, strawberry, and blueberry. And here I've made this light, creamy, delicious guacamole dip, adding Too Good vanilla Greek low-fat yogurt to my guac recipe and to my pancake topping.
Wow, that sounds great. It's really versatile as well, which is great. All right, where can we go for more information on these awesome products?
Thanks so much for asking. You can go to idahoan.com and lightenfit.com/2-good.
All right, Parker, thank you for being with us today. We appreciate it and all your good spring pantry tips for us. Stick around. We'll be back with more Carolina and Company Live.
And welcome back. Your financial experts back with us again, David Stacy. And today we're going to talk more about reverse mortgage. Now, this is his specialty, and we're going to learn a lot about it today. All right, let's start off first. What is reverse mortgage?
Cecil, it's a program that allows homeowners to unlock some of the equity that they have built up in their homes. Many retirees have the largest asset that they have remaining in life is the equity in their house. And if you think about that, in some ways it's considered or can be considered a non-performing asset. You know, it allows you a nice place to live and to age in, but that's really all it'll do for you. What a reverse mortgage does is it allows you to access a portion of that equity to live a more financially secure life. That's really what its only purpose is.
All right, now who's eligible for that?
Well, under the #1 program, there's different types of reverse mortgages. The main program is called a home equity conversion mortgage, or a HECM, and that program is insured by the federal government. The guidelines, they wrote the guidelines for it, and those people are 62 years of age or older. There's a few proprietary reverse mortgages now entering the marketplace that you can be 60 years of age and older on. But all of the programs are basically geared after the HECM program. The HECM is far and away, the government insured program is far and away the #1 reverse mortgage program in existence today and utilized today.
All right, now this is a great way for adults to receive tax-free money to help with their retirement.
Correct. They can access that equity multiple ways. One way is simply taking the equity out up front, paying off the existing mortgage. Now, there's certain ratios that we have to go by. We can't give you the 100% of the equity in the home, but it runs 40 to 50%. So if you have a mortgage of $100,000 as an example on a $300,000 home, there would be plenty of equity there to pay off that existing mortgage. And if you pay off that existing mortgage by utilizing the reverse mortgage program, what you're doing is freeing up more disposable income, because now you're no longer required to make a monthly mortgage payment. You can make them if you want, but you don't have to.
All right, now are there safeguards against this?
Yes, there's plenty of safeguards. As a matter of fact, the program's been tinkered with by the government for years. They've been I want to say making it foolproof, so to speak, to protect the seniors' interests. You know, there are some guidelines that the seniors have to follow. There are some rules that for instance, one of them is that it has to be your owner-occupied residence. Another one, you have to continue to pay your homeowner's insurance and your real estate taxes. And those are important factors. But if you do those things, there should be no problems with the program.
David, thank you.
Certainly.
Our specialist here with us. Now, next week, we're going to talk about, all the things that people say about reverse mortgage and what's true about it. That's coming up next week. We'll be back.
All right, do you like wine? Do you like food? I know I do. Florence Wine and Food Festival is coming up. We're going to find out all the details and how you can get involved.
That's right. And we've got Tim and Helen with us now. The funds from this go to Help for Kids and
Absolutely.
Backpack Buddies. We're going to talk to Helen a little bit about it first. Now, this is not the first one. You've had, this is what?
Second year.
All right, let's talk about where it's going to be and everything, Helen.
Well, we're going to focus on the downtown Florence area. Thursday night's going to be the Meet and Meander, and that's going to be in the Waters Building, which is an old building that's been really, just recently renovated. And then the next night will be on Dargan and Evans Street. That's the Sip and Savor. And we will have 12 different merchants open, and people will be able to sip on wine and beer and taste different small bites. And then the third night will be at the Performing Arts Center, the Francis Marion Performing Arts Center, out on the lawn.
Right.
So,
now, when you're downtown, they're going to close the streets off, of course. Is that right?
The streets really will not have to be.
It will not have to be.
Yeah.
Okay. But anybody's invited.
Anybody and everybody.
Now let me ask you something. Can you come just one night? Can you come all 3 nights?
All 3 nights.
How do we work that?
Well, we've got tickets. We've got tickets for each event, but we also have the Lock, Stock, and Wine Barrel, which is you can buy all 3 tickets for a discounted price.
Okay.
All right, a lot of food and a lot of wine.
A lot of food and a lot of wine.
That's good. All right, Timmy downtown, been there for a while at Victor's and
Yes, sir.
doing a good job downtown. The downtown has come alive.
It has. See, so yeah, when we were kids,
Yeah.
that's where we used to go to shop.
That's right. I'd go to the dime store.
50 or 60 years later, it kind of died, and we revitalized it now. In the last 6 years, over $250 million have been invested in downtown Florence.
Wow.
It's incredible. We got the Performing Arts Center, new little theater, the library, the museum, two new hotels, 14 new restaurants. We opened, our Victor's opened and Hotel Florence opened 6 years ago, 5.5 years ago. There was one restaurant, and we were the second one, and there was no hotel, no retail shops, and it was crazy. It's just blown up, Amanda, since then. It is.
The final thing, the thing's coming up. Tell us the date on it.
This is for next week. It's April 3rd, April 11th, which is Thursday, and then that is the Meet and Meander.
Okay.
And then April 12th is Friday night. That's the Sip and Savor, and then the 13th is the final pour.
All right.
Sounds like a great time.
Thank y'all.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Good
All
seeing you.
right, stick around. We've got more coming up.
All right, welcome back. All right, now we're going to talk about something down in Georgetown. In 2007, the Georgetown Sheriff's Department started the re-entry program. And there's a nonprofit group that that helps with this also. But we're going to find out a lot more about what this is about.
Yeah, we're going to first talk to Debbie. Colin, thanks for being with us. We're going to talk first to Debbie about the actual program that you guys have, and then Colin can speak to the nonprofit.
Okay. In 2007, Sheriff Cribb wanted to start a program that would provide services to the South Carolina Department of Corrections inmates that transfer to his facility in Georgetown. So we started a program with a bunch of different agencies, and at this point we offer 12 to 14 different categories so that they're getting training in electrical, HVAC, plumbing.
After being incarcerated, coming out of that's a major transition to the world, and they really need somebody to come along with them so they don't go back to the same place, correct?
And yes, and they get the training certifications before they're released. We go out and we do job interviews, and then once they're released, they go to that job, and they're staying out. We have 0% recidivism.
Well, I think that's a great program. I think that's a great program.
I mean, he does some amazing.
The sheriff knows
amazing
what he's doing
He
now.
sure
Yes,
does.
he does.
Colin, the Amazing Journey, that's the nonprofit. Talk to us about that.
Yes, Amazing Journey was founded in 2015, and the name was actually picked out by some of the guys in the program. They've designed our logos. We're the nonprofit arm of the county department, so we try to raise funds for the reentry program. We try to raise awareness by going on shows like this and going to Rotary clubs and talking about it. We also like to point out that it is a win-win for the county and the guys, because it saves the county of Georgetown over $300,000 a year. And then you also have these guys getting out with journeyman certifications and things like
Workforce.
Exactly. So
Fantastic. Now, of course, nonprofit, you rely on volunteers and donations. Is there an opportunity to volunteer for that program?
Absolutely. Yes. We take volunteers. We also take donations. On May 7th, the Francis P. Bonnell Foundation is having the Palmetto Giving Day. So if you could, you get on our website. Our website's amazingjourneyinc.org.
That's right.
There it is right there. You can find out more about it. Thank you both for being
awesome
with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, awesome show today. Lots of really great things happen in the area. Of course, wine and food, who doesn't like that? And, the reentry program, what a great program.
That's amazing. Yeah, you come out of prison, you have nothing to do, and these people are helping them. That's the amazing thing.
That's right.
I like that.
Also, hey, what you doing after work?
Got to go shoot 3 Hyundai commercials. I'll be out at the theater at Market Commons.
The movie
Anybody
theater?
wants to be on TV, yeah, to talk about it, come out and see me. I'll put you on TV.
How about that? What do they have to do? Talk
They
about
got
a
to look
Hyundai?
at the car and talk about the safety features and all that in the car. It's cool.
All right, look at that.
Hey, be on
See, Cecil
TV.
wants you to come out right there. Market comment right now when the show gets done, and he will be out there. How about
That's
that?
right.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for watching today. We really had a great time. We enjoy doing this show, and we enjoy letting you know everything that's
Have a
happening.
great afternoon.
We'll
see you guys
tomorrow,
later.
everybody.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.